Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to today's second video where I'm going to be giving a more in-depth breakdown, review, analysis of this week's episode of Doctor Who, Ascension of the Cybermen. It's part one of a two-part story, two-part epic should I say, written by good old Chris Chibnall. So, in a way it's part two of a three-part long thing. If you count Fugitive the Jadoon, that's 4 parts, but yeah, we're going to ignore that. But last week, we left off with the lone Cyberman. He's got his Cyberium. The Doctor gave it what it wanted, despite Jack's warning, and it set off. This week, just similar to Ranskor Kolos, not the best start, because why don't you show us the war? Why do you go straight to the end of the war, rather than showing us the good part? Like, there's only about 3 Cybermen left in existence, which is sort of established, but then later on there happens to be this big ship with tons of other Cybermen. Like, there's a ton in this episode to take in. And by no means am I saying it's bad, because I really don't think it is. I think it's an amazing episode. There were like a lot of classic Doctor Who vibes as well, with all the characters. So yeah, we'll just go straight on to characters. So Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor this week was the best performance she's ever given. She is properly now up there with Matt Smith, David Tennant, Peter Capaldi, Christopher Eccleston, all of my favourite Doctors. She is fully up there. Tom Baker as well, she's smashing it, she's doing really well. And yeah, I can't really fault her performance. Graham, Ryan, Yaz. Once again, Ryan didn't really have anything to do, but what he did do, he was just Ryan, he was alright. Yaz, she took a really quite authoritative role, and I think that worked really well, as did Graham, which shows that they have had quite a lot of character development since all the way back Series 11, Episode 1, The Woman Who Fell to Earth. They've developed as people and almost been inspired by the Doctor to take on these leadership roles. And I thought that worked really well because it shows the influence the Doctor has had on their lives as a leadership figure and guidance and whatever. Also, Ko-Shamus, the guy they thought was a planet, I don't know what it is, but there's certain characters in Doctor Who that I just go, yeah, that's a really good character. Like, for example, Grace, Sharon D. Clarke. That was off the top of my head, Series 11. I was like, yeah, she's a really great character. Then she died. And then there was Ian Gelder from Can You Hear Me? I can't remember the character. Zellin, he was just another one of those performances that instantly captivates me and goes, yeah, I want to see this character more. So I think Ko-Shamus is going to play a bigger role next episode, and that's always great. But the new Cyberman design as well, I think that's amazing. Possibly my favourite Cyberman design so far. I just wish they didn't stomp their feet so much because, nah, it's not needed. Also, the Master is back this week, which, you know, I think that's absolutely amazing. As I've said before, Sacha Dhawan is one of my favourite Doctor Who characters so far. Favourite version of the Master, probably, I'm not sure yet. But Sacha Dhawan's inclusion was phenomenal. I can't wait to see more of his character next week. He brings such a great energy to the Master and to the whole show, really. Like, Spyfall was phenomenal, amazing. Can't wait to see more of him in The Timeless Children. And it does make me wonder what's going to happen next week. Is it going to be a sort of structure similar to Face the Raven, Heaven Sent and Hell Bent, where you have 3 separate stories which are one sort of big arc, but they are individual narratives within. So we have Haunting of Villa Diodati, which is its own narrative. Ascension of the Cybermen focuses on the Cybermen. It's its own sort of narrative in that aspect. Then next week, it's gonna, yes, be the same story, but it's gonna wrap up all the Gallifrey stuff. Hopefully wrap up what happens with the Ruth Doctor and all that big intrigue and whatever. But yeah, overall, characters' performance this week, Julie Graham. Could she be a potential love interest for Graham? Because I think they were hinting at something there, but what will come out of that, I don't know. I feel like they've got to have a happy ending because Graham's already been screwed over with the loss of Grace, and to have him lose another person, or maybe Graham dies this time. Who knows, because there's so many options, but I could see Graham and her getting together, which could be quite a nice little thing, and nice send-off rather than just converting him in like they did with Bill, converting them all into Cybermen, which I don't think is going to happen because it's too similar to Danny Pink and Bill. So, plot overall, I thought it was a really good plot. The only minor issues I have with it are, I don't like it when the Cybermen are used as just a, we are robots that want to kill humans, delete. No, that's not the Cybermen. The Cybermen are us. That's what makes them one of my favourite villains. They are humans augmented into half robot machines with no emotion, and Mondasian Cybermen capture that perfectly. These new Cybermen, while looking phenomenal, they're robots, and they shouldn't be robots, and that's what's great about, like, the lone Cyberman himself. He is half human, and he has the emotion, and it works really well. I just hope next week they focus more on the body horror aspect, because that is the strongest part of the Cybermen, rather than just, we are stompy monsters, we're gonna kill you. Like, they need a proper motive. It's almost like they think they're doing the right thing, and villains are always at their best when they think they're doing the right thing. Like Thanos from Infinity War and Endgame. He thinks he's doing the right thing, which makes him even more dangerous. Like, yeah, they need to sort that sort of thing out. Pacing of the overall episode as well, it wasn't perfect. It did get a little bit dull. Not to the point of anything like Ranskor of Kolos or most of Series 11. It still retained my interest, and I was on the edge of my seat for most of it, but they could have quickened it up. Maybe throw in Captain Jack or something, because you can't include Captain Jack in the Fugitive of the Judoon if you're not going to bring him back. You can't have him as just fan service, because it does sort of hype people up, and I'll admit, like, it is sort of my fault, but I am sat there throughout the episode going, oh, is the Ruth Doctor coming back? Is Jack coming back? Because they've been set up to return. Thankfully, the Master did return, and that's amazing, but it is difficult to not build up so much hype for these characters which don't actually show up again. Like, Jack has got to come back, possibly Series 13, but I feel like it's a missed opportunity not to have him there now. Like, Jack could have been one of the last humans on Earth, but I can't judge fully because don't know what's going to happen in next week's episode. It's looking incredibly unlikely that we're going to see Jack. Maybe we'll see the Ruth Doctor. Like, how could this all tie together with Gallifrey, the Timeless Children, etc.? Where does Ruth fit in? Hopefully we're going to find that out next week, but we never know. We never know. I think it's a very, very marked improvement on Series 11, but there is still something missing in Chibnall's Who, and I can't quite place my finger on what it is. Like, it's really good, but it doesn't capture the magic of, like, the Capaldi or Smith or Tennant era. I don't know what it is, but hopefully next week, like, Spyfall was perfect for that. It is one of my favourite episodes of Doctor Who ever, but the series, as it's gone on, it's not. It's building up mysteries, which are great because people are actually talking about the show again. Series 11 kind of killed off public interest. Series 12's bringing it back, which is great. I just hope it can deliver and bring back that amazing Doctor Who magic that both Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat managed to capture so perfectly in their runs as showrunner. Are there going to be more twists and turns? Like, a lot more? Because all the promotion and stuff is probably to blame in an aspect, because it built up so much, and at the moment we haven't been given anywhere near as much as Fugitive of the Judoon, which it's like, that was episode 5 of the series, we're at the end of the series, we need a big series finale. It needs to deliver more than it is, but this is sort of hype, because in retrospect, when we watch the episode back in like 2 years, none of these complaints will be valid, because we'll probably have had Jack back, we'll probably have had this and that and whatever. But as a self-contained story, detaching all the hype, it's really solid, it is really good. It makes the Cybermen a threat again. Sadly, it's lacking in the body horror aspect, which Torchwood, for example, forget Cyberwoman, the man that gets half converted, that is how the Cybermen should be used, because it's so creepy. But yeah, overall, I'm going to give this story a solid 8 out of 10. It's really promising, it's setting up quite a bit. There's a lot riding on next week's episode as to whether this one will be remembered as good, and the whole series just kind of depend on next week's episode. A few pacing issues, overall concept quite good, characters brilliant. Jodie Whittaker's Doctor was amazing, her snapping at the people, companions, it shows the severity of the situation, which is absolutely amazing. So for that, Chibnall, I can't thank you enough. That's an 8 out of 10 from me. Tell me what you thought in the comments down below. If you have any theories, I'll probably be making more videos as the week goes on. But yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Goodbye.